Alright guys, it's time to finally set the record straight on what Ino's OS is. So I just got back from Anime Ascension, and I was looking over the Grand Finals set, and it happened again, where a commentator, and I don't even know who commentated, to be honest. I wasn't paying attention, I just skipped ahead to the match. It's another instance where commentators call something an OS that Ino has that is not even close to the OS. And the OS that I'm referring to is Ino's command grab OS. And I think the root of the problem is really just that people see the command grab as the OS. The command grab is only one layer of the OS. The OS itself is a meter-based YRC OS. It's not the meat of the OS does not happen at the command grab. So in this instance, this is a 25 meter OS. You can do it with 50 meter as well if you're fast enough. But this is what it looks like. And basically, if they tech, she gets a YRC. That's the OS. Plain and simple. And if they don't tech, because I think it's important to show the two instances. If they don't tech, this is what happens. So if they do tech, you get a YRC, not a command grab, a YRC. If they don't tech, they get a black beat. Now, I'm going to show you what happens I'm going to show you what happened in all of those instances where commentators have said that Ino OS'd the command grab. That. Does that look like an OS to you? Doesn't look like an OS to me. Now I'm going to set them to tech again. See, the reason why they think it's an OS is because that command grab covers a very large space. And so, because it covers such a large amount of space, if they tech at all, whether it be like late tech but not quite like late enough to where they don't get grabbed, it looks like it's an OS because it's like, well, it covered a lot of space. Not the case. The only time it's an OS is when there's an RC. Make sense? Now, I want to show people how to tell. So I showed you how with that version. There's a second version though, and the second version I'm not as good at because I never practiced it. But the second version is that one, which just uses different buttons basically. So if you see any combo that looks like this, or a black beat that looks like that, that was an OS. If you see it like this, that was an OS. The thing that gets really muddy is when people try to describe it the way it actually is. So if you've been listening to my hands, it sounds like I'm plinking the command grab, which I am. That's the second layer of the OS. So the first OS is just that you're doing like your IAD jump S and RC, and that basically OS is the Gatling if they don't tech. But if they do tech, you want to be able to confirm the VCL or the command grab simultaneously. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing a slow plink from, slow relatively speaking, a slow plink from heavy slash to slash. And what that does in conjunction with the quarter circle motion is if the RC came out, you're doing it raw, which means in the air, that comes out like that. But if it's in hit stun, it gives you the, oops, it gives you the fastfall VCL. So you don't, at any point, you don't have to actually confirm whether or not they tech or whether or not you got the hit, because it's a double layer OS. Hopefully that makes sense. It's a lot of information, but just to review, this is a read, not an OS. This is an OS. So hopefully that ends it. Anyway, I just want to make this video because this has been going on for way too long, and this is contributing to the reason why people don't know anything about this character. So yeah, hopefully it helps. Peace out, guys.